Okay, so you probably saw me mentioning about the fact we're feeding a lot of hay to our cattle, and we are getting through them quite quickly. Well, today we've got a delivery. I think it's 36 bales. Here we go. Just coming through the yard now. 36 bales of hay. Nice massy there. Look at those beauties. I don't know whether it's 36 on here or not, we'll count them later. The other load had a big layer on top, an extra layer on top, but you've got 6 on the back there. Nice. Oh, my phone's going now. Right, let me just... Right, I'm having one of those days where the phone doesn't stop ringing and everything's happening at once. So anyway, I've answered that call. I'm just going down here with this loader. I'm hoping he'll unload as well. And then we can sort of get them off quite quickly. Look at that. Changed my shirt without you looking. Took my jumper off. Well, I had a quick pit stop there. I have to sort some gates out. The bloke on the trailer is just delivering in there, look. We're just going to have a see what he's doing. So hopefully we can both unload at once and then it'll save a bit of time. Let's just turn this off and have a look what we got. So nice quality hay. Let's have a look. Big load. Not too much. Here we go. Here's the tractor driver. First question is, what was it like getting in our drive?
Quite tight.
Quite tight, wasn't it?
Yeah. Snug would be the word.
Of course, that drive was designed for horse and cart, and these trailers now are pretty big, aren't they?
This one's 32 foot.
Is it?
Yeah.
How many horsepower is your Massey?
120.
Is it? So that pull that fine? That's
yeah.
On the edge of getting up a hill, though, is it?
On the hill, you are.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a little bit. Yeah.
There's a fair amount of weight on here, isn't there?
It's quite heavy.
Yeah.
It is quite heavy. Give it its due.
Good tractor, though, isn't it?
It is.
Nice. You say it's your tractor, isn't it?
Yeah. For the size, it is just. Yeah. It does what you need it to do.
Well, I had a Massey out on demo. That was a lovely tractor, actually, and then I had to give it back.
The problem is buying it.
I know, well, that was the problem with it. It's just like very well having it on demo. One thing, another to buy the thing, isn't it?
There are a lot of money.
Well, you've got to justify the usage, haven't you?
You have.
You know, so if you're doing work like this or whatever, it's all right, isn't it?
It
but
is.
for me, most of the time, the tractor's sat in the shed.
Yeah, but also, the more work you do with it, the quicker they run out.
Well,
Yeah. Another new one.
I know.
So
did you rope this one, or did you?
No,
you picked it up?
It.
Because it was supposed to be coming in last night, and then I didn't get the call till I missed the answer phone message.
Yeah, I didn't get the call till last night.
And then they said, "Oh, tomorrow."
Because I've had to go and load an Arctic load.
Right.
So you're not the only person, Richard, that's running short.
That's all right, mate.
So I've had to go and load an Arctic.
Have you?
And then he asked me if I could do this. So I'm just doing it as it isn't a change.
Well, fair play.
So I'm hedge cutting at the moment.
Well, everyone's on hedge cutting now, aren't they?
Yeah. So it's just a change of what I'd
So for these people who don't know these things here, what are they called?
Ratchet straps.
Ratchet
we
straps.
call them ratchet straps.
So it's replaced the roping on of trailers, isn't it? The old skill of chucking a rope over and doing a new loop and everything. They're very good, aren't they?
They are.
They take a lot of weight, yeah. And you can get them really tight, can't you?
You can get them very tight. But like I said, I haven't knotted this up, so
right.
Yeah.
So whoever's done it, it's not necessarily done it the way you do it.
They've done a proper job.
Yeah. Proper job to make it hard for you to get off. I'll stand out the way because you'll be pulling that over in a minute, will you?
In a minute, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it will say on the trailer somewhere how much weight the trailer is.
It's a nice new trailer. I think this is the one he brought in last time, actually. Nice big trailer, isn't there? Oh, he had the ladders. No, he didn't have the ladders on the back because I managed to pull them off from the back last time. Right. So my theory is I'll unload some and you do some as well.
Yeah.
And then we'll be both finish quicker.
Okay. Yeah. That's fine.
We just had a little chat there. We're just putting the wheel to rights. We're gonna unload these together. Oh, he's got to pull the ratchets off, and then I'm on one tractor and he's on another, which makes life better if there's two of you, doesn't it? in many things. Oh, crunchy gears. And he's got a bit more power on his loader than mine, so he'll probably be able to take 2. I don't know whether this tractor will take 2, but I'm just not going to try it really. If you do that and then you strain it, it won't be any good, will it? Right, let's just get this up here. It's high for a little tractor like this as well. Right, let's go. He's doing the ratchets. Right. All going on here. We've got this loader coming off, and the shed's being, as we speak, they're putting the sheets on the roof. They can't be far off finishing the shed roof now. Maybe they're on the last but one line. Right, let's get this in. Shed roof, shed roof. So we fed, I think we fed 35 or something already. We've had, so we had some little bales in that were wrapped bales. They were sort of haylage, I think, and then we've switched to this big bale hay, which seems the cows love it actually. And we priced it about right. It was all, you know, partly about availability, but also what sort of price we could pay that was acceptable for us. And I think I said before on camera, I sort of don't like to talk about prices on camera because that's kind of between us and whoever we deal with, and you know, something that's a bit sensitive really. So we've got a price that's okay with us. Okay with us, but it's costing us a blooming fortune. It's interesting. So the milk price is actually reasonably good at the moment, and part of the reason for that is to compensate for the costs of everything. So you can sort of put a bit of money aside, ready for things like the fertiliser. And for us, it's a bit of a pain because of the lack of rainfall we have had in this part of Gloucestershire. That sort of money that we were putting to one side for the fertiliser is now going on, well, basically going on this forage. So, you know, I mean, we'll be okay, don't get me wrong, we're not going to be in financial problems, and we will hopefully be able to afford fertiliser next spring, as long as it doesn't go so stupid that it's like gold. I know it is a little bit like that already. But, you know, it's a bit of a funny one because there's other farmers up, you know, in other parts of the country that aren't having to feed their cattle like us, who will be able to bank that money now for the fertiliser and things. So, you know, just the weather. I've always said this. It doesn't really you know, how good you farm and how you farm affects your income, but the weather has such a massive impact on farming, more than anything. Because it wouldn't have mattered how much fertiliser I would put on our fields in sort of say July, it just wouldn't have done any good, because there was no moisture to get the grass growing. You would have thrown thousands of pounds of money on the ground and it wouldn't have grown. And what I didn't film the other day, you might, I should have pre-filmed it actually, it would have been interesting for you to see. I actually went to mow a field, I mowed it all, this is for round Bales, I mowed it all, and in the end what I did, once I finished mowing it, I rang up the contractor and said, actually don't bother coming baling, because this is a complete waste of time. And what I did, I tedded it back into the ground, into the field. As in tedded, I spread the grass out, what was little that was there out in the field, to let it rot down, because it just was not worth Andy Sampson coming to actually bale that field. And to be fair, I told him this and he said, oh, don't worry, we'll still come and do it. But the thing is, it wouldn't have been fair on him, because I would have got actually probably 3 bales out of the field. It wouldn't have cost in labour and diesel to do it. So it was just a waste of time. Anyway, look, Massey Man is now on it. He's going to be, who's going first? Me. Right, I'm going first. Okay. Maybe he's starting from behind. He'll go the other side. We'll get a bit of Massey action in a minute. Just as I thought, he could take 2 at a time, look. He's taking 2 at a time, which is what you want to do really. Much quicker. Let's have a proper look at the Massey in action. I'm sure you won't mind me showing you a nice grab on there, look. Where's he going to go on the end? And the spikes are right through. You can see the spike right through there. Whereas my spikes just go in about halfway. Right, let's get on. Crack on, crack on. We still got half a load to go. It's a bit hectic here today, isn't it? We got a bloke building the shed, we've got straw, hay being unloaded. Got other things coming up, all sorts of stuff. Got a nice thing coming up at the end of October, which is a bit of a surprise for everyone. Keep you posted on that nearer the time. Yes, we have an Abbey tanker. I know everyone keeps saying to me, when are you going to show the Abbey tanker? Oh, I don't know, one day. Yeah, well, the Abbey tanker is kind of there. I do use it. It's all a lingering hangover of when we dealt with a certain person to deal with the lagoon, and I kind of, you know what my thoughts on the lagoon of doom. So what, you know, is it we don't talk about Fight Club or something like that? Well, we don't talk about the lagoon or the lagoon of doom, but it's there. Necessary evil. It costs us a fortune. Right, I'm cracking on with this. Cracking on. Load's nearly gone now, look, not many left. I'm just thinking I'll probably just leave 3 in the field actually, because I'll be using three this afternoon, so there isn't a lot of point in stacking them in the shed to come back out. So I'll ask him to leave a couple there. 3 to here. So we need to move 2 more, and the 3 can stay stacked up. That's the last 3. Here's the last one's going off. I just told him we don't need any more up in the shed now. So those 3 are stacking there. I'll move them with this, and then that's it. The question is, can I actually reach that well to the middle ones? No, I think I can, yeah, I'm sure I can. The other thing as well is because they've got nothing to push against on the other side, they could actually skid along the trailer and not actually go on the fork. Like that, you see? Oh! You might have to push them off the trailer, I think. There's this. Oh! And then what I'll do is I'll go around the other side and just stab it from the top. It's because the trailer is so shiny and new, it's quite a new trailer. There's no bale to push against on the other side, so it's just sliding across to the other side. So what I got to do is I just have to go in from the top and stab down. Look, can you see this? Years of practice, right? Let's just go like that, and you go like that. Up there, there. Let's get this right. Not the ideal thing, it's a muck fork really, but the thing is, it just saves me getting another bit of kit. There we go, look. Did it. Right, here comes Massey Man. I'm going to stack them here. Now my biggest worry is the cattle will see them. Flipping cows, if they can smell flipping food and see it, I don't think they'll see it, but you see, I've got to get them in for milking soon. When they come along the track, if they see a bale down here, they might leg it down here. Right, anyway, he's just hitching on, so I've got to get on with this. We'll have a look at the end of what we got. Cheers! Right, that's another load gone. He's off. Good old big old Massey there. It's a bit like the one I had on demo, isn't it? I can't remember. Some of you will tell me what model I had, but I can't remember what it was. Anyway, he's off. And I'm here with the bales. Alright, let's go and let's actually go and start feeding some of these bales. Bingo!